Hi guys, I hope that we are all well. Today I want us to have a very candid conversation, and this is a conversation that, of course, is the wave right now, right? And today's conversation is all about aspect of bridging finance, accounting, and technology. A very interesting conversation that also in this era the accountants and of course anyone who is in finance, what should we be equipped with? What should we be ready for? Because without a doubt, at this point, you can agree that things have literally changed. It is not the way things were used to be. So this is a conversation that I want us to have today. Of course, as you're waiting for the others to join, maybe you can pose some questions which you'll want us to discuss, of course, in this live session. Maybe you can give your views on how we can do things to, of course, improve us in this accounting and finance field. Okay. And amongst the conversation that we'll also be having is all about artificial intelligence, right? This is something that is causing a lot of havoc in so many industries. And if at all you're not ready, of course, then you're going to be swept away with the wind. So, how ready are you with these changes that are happening more so in artificial intelligence and then relating it with accounting and finance? Yeah, so for those who are joining, maybe you can just contribute to the chat and confirm if at all I am clear, because there's a chance that I can just be talking and yet I'm talking to myself, right? So confirm if I'm audible. Confirm if I am audible. Confirm if I'm audible. So that it should not be a chance whereby I'm talking and I'm just talking to myself, right? You can confirm that I'm audible. Confirm that I'm audible. Great, great, great. I can see, yeah, ball. If at all you're typing, then that is to say I'm very audible. Yeah. Okay, so you can contribute your comments. You can contribute on the comments below. I just want us to have a very candid conversation about bridging finance, accounting, and technology. Amongst some of the conversation that I will be having, what will be or what are the changing roles of course, accountants in the current era that we are in today? What are the current roles, or rather, what are the changing roles? Because in reality, things won't be as usual. The traditional way of us doing things literally is going to change. Of course, remember previously we were used to maybe making sure that we are typing, we are doing all this data entry. So that era is gone. We are in an era whereby we are not doing this, of course, data entry, because with all these concepts of machine learning, a lot of tasks have literally been automated, including the repetitive tasks that us as accountants we were used to maybe do. Because right now there is a technology whereby I don't need an accountant to be there to do this data entry. All I need probably it is a picture of the invoice. I just upload it on the system, then all the double entry or all the data entry is going to be done with all this machine learning. Of course, there are algorithms and they have been trained to do certain or specific tasks. Then, if at all machine can do data entry, where are we left? What will be our tasks? If at all today machine can do all this reconciliation, then where are we left as accountants? These are some of the important questions that, of course, we should always engage and ask ourselves, like, if today I am employed somewhere or I get an opportunity and I will not be doing the data entry, debit, credit, what else are you going to do? Have you ever asked yourself such a question that today, if you get an opportunity somewhere, in this case, the traditional roles were for us to be doing all these data entries, but then that has been taken by the machines. What will be your role? I'm posing that question to you. Have you ever asked yourself such a question? Okay, you can argue that there's some specific areas that probably we need a human, which is very okay. But then we need this an accountant with which skills? Yeah, it is a fact that artificial intelligence, it is a fact that all these concepts of aspect of tech has not come to literally replace accountants. That's a fact that we can all agree. It has literally come to complement whatever that we've been doing. But the most important question that we need to ask ourselves is, do we have the right skills? Or it's just a matter of data entry? I'll give you a hint on some of the changing roles, right? At this point, or today where we are sitting, of course, we talk about data analytics. This is a real wave. And this wave, trust you me, is literally changing a lot of things. Not only in accounts, talk of HR, talk about, of course, in any other professional. Data analytics is a very key skill that you should not ignore. Regardless of whichever level that you are in as an accountant, you'll find that whichever level that you are in as an accounting student, whichever level that you are in as, of course, maybe the position that you are in that job, data analytics is one thing that you cannot ignore. As we continue this conversation, probably you can share your experience of maybe an interview that you were invited and yet you found yourself that you didn't have the right skills. You can share your thoughts, of course, on the comment section below. Let us get to hear. Of course, maybe you were invited in a certain interview, but you didn't have the right skills. Or how did you manage that? Or what did you learn in relation to that? And that's why I'm insisting about aspect of us doing this data analytics. Myself, I did data science, certificate in data science. That was back in 2021. You know, by then that was just immediately after COVID when I was doing my certificate in data science, whereby people were just literally empty in relation to aspect of then, which was coming up a lot. That was power business intelligence. People were literally empty in a sense that you ask a person that, you know, we can do this in Power BI, most on this side. I'm talking about this side of the world, right? Fortunately, in 2022, the examination body, of course, CASNIP, they realized that things are shifting. And then 2022, business data analytics was introduced. That was simply a shift. And this shift, if at all, even it has been structured in the examination body, the real question is that, how prepared are you? It might be a conversation that might stretch on various fields, or we can go deep into the data analytics deep. But what I want us to have, or to polish with you guys, is that as you are starting your journey of data analytics, as you prepare to start your journey, if at all you've not started that journey of data analytics, one thing for sure that you must be very good at, even without considering anything else, then that will be Excel. Not basic Excel, because basic Excel, anyone can do this basic Excel. what you should be prepared with for starters, of course, we'll be doing about advanced Excel. Even before we talk about Power Business Intelligence, ask yourself this question: how good are you on these soft skills? How good are you in advanced Excel? If I told you you're given a task today, can you really solve the task using advanced Excel? I've given you only Excel, and I've instructed you to maybe sort this data using, say, like a pivot table. You've gotten that chance for an interview. At this interview, you are asked to sort a certain issue using pivot table. Are you ready for that? I've given you certain data. I want you to analyze it using pivot table. I want you to analyze it using the concept of lookup. Are you prepared for that? Even before we jump to the other concepts of Power Business Intelligence. So these are some of the soft skills that in whichever level that you are in doing accounts, these are some of the things that you should never ignore. Because as I've mentioned, as I've told you guys, roles of accounting and finance are changing, and they are changing very fast. So you should equip yourself with these skills. I'm waiting for someone to share an experience whereby you were invited in an interview and you didn't have knowledge of that case. I'm waiting for your comments, guys. Or an experience that you've been having whereby you were invited in a certain task, and in this case, you found yourself and ask yourself, why didn't I do this earlier on? You can share your experience on the comment section there. I'm waiting. This is literally a very open conversation. Yeah, you can share your experience on the comment section, or if at all you're having a question which you want us to engage, the comment section is open, and I can see the comment section, which in this case, you can just comment a question that you want to ask. This is a very open conversation, and I want us to have a lot of insights about data analytics, because majority, of course, of the community, yes, they have gotten the wind that there is waving, which is sweeping a lot of things, which is called data analytics, but still they are not very familiar, or they don't have the right information regarding this. This is your chance to ask that question, and I'm here to assist you guys. I'm available here to assist you. Yeah. I can see Ball. Yeah, Ball. I think we'll talk after this. Ball wants to do Power BI. He wants to start Power BI this week. Yes, Ball. If at all you're there and you can hear Mwalimu, then I can assure you, yes, you can. You can start. And actually, because of your question, remember, like we'll be starting some sessions on Tuesday, and these sessions we're doing it under MDarasa, which will be having both physical and online. For those who are interested in doing whatever that will be starting on Tuesday, we'll be doing aspect of advanced Excel majorly. We'll also be handling the concepts of Power Business Intelligence. We'll also be looking at key areas to do with Python, just an intro part of Python. Also be looking at some of these analytics tools like Tableau, if at all you've heard of the same, as well as R. So Ball, sure you can start this as soon as you can. I'm going to share with you the details on how to join, of course, immediately after this conversation. So we'll be starting, of course, that training. It is a pure practical training, which will be commencing, of course, this coming Tuesday, whereby you're going to start, first of all, with the area of advanced Excel. Then after advanced Excel, of course, you're going to proceed to Power Business Intelligence, because all these two concepts are literally intertwined. So, Ball, I think I've answered your question. That is okay. I'm going to share with you the structure on the same. And of course, Ball, you're a student. Of course, you're going to want a discount on the same. Yeah, you're going to want a discount on the same. Great. So as you're posing your questions, of course, on the chat, which I can see one question here. Yeah, even the roles of Yeah, thanks for chatting on WhatsApp. Yeah, you can also, if at all you feel shy on chatting on YouTube, you can also chat on WhatsApp. I can see some questions, of course, being asked on WhatsApp. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't need to become a software engineer. So in this case, you'll find that many a times dealing with this concept whereby you might ask yourself like, where we are we shifting from us just being normal accountants to IT guys? Not really. It doesn't necessarily mean that you must be an IT guru to perform some certain tasks. You'll find that what is being, or rather what you're required to have, these are some of the basic concepts of analytics. So when I'm talking about Python, remember Python is usually a very powerful tool, and when you hear Python, of course, what comes at the back of your mind is a very big system that you need to maybe develop or so. No, remember, this is a very powerful tool which will help you when it comes to analytics. So you don't need to, for that who was asked on WhatsApp, you don't need to be a software engineer. Of course, for those who are asking by WhatsApp, our number is 0708 068 851. If at all you're having any query, you can as well pose it on WhatsApp. I can see for those who are asking on WhatsApp, then that is our number. Yeah, that is our number. Uh-huh. Yeah, in this case, asking like maybe the tools that we are supposed to use in at this point, or rather the tools that you should be prepared with, other than your knowledge of finance. Question asked, you'll find that number one, we have the tool that Mwalimu is talking about here, Power Business Intelligence. We have Tableau. We have R. These are some of the important tools that if at all you're prepared with in this era, then you won't go wrong. You won't go wrong. Of course, we do train all these tools. We do train all these tools, which you can reach us out, and of course, we'll guide you on the same on how to go about that, right? So this conversation is quite wide. I know we can literally stretch it, and we'll be having a series of this conversation as we. I just wanted to give you guys a hint on what you should be prepared with today when you are questions like, how prepared are you with these changes? How prepared are you with these changes? Of course, we'll be having more of this conversation out on 0708 068 851. I'll be here to guide you this conversation, and we've just started this conversation. We know the government is doing the AI strategy. Ready for this, and we'll be having more of this conversation as we continue. Thank you so much, of course, for